Thank you. The honourable member for Innisfail-Sylvan Lake, followed by Calgary East.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The four-year court battle between the PC government and the media saw the current Premier dragging his feet to avoid releasing information related to the deaths of children in care. Now we learn the real gold standard is for the Deputy Premier to intervene in the Freedom of Information process and the releasing of information. Even the Privacy Commissioner expressed serious concerns regarding this interference. To the Associate Minister of Accountability, Transparency and Transformation, does the gold standard include the Associate Minister continuing to sit on your hands while the integrity of the FOIP process is completely eroded?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I'm very pleased to say that under the leadership of this government, we have been conducting a review of the Freedom of Information Protection and Privacy Act. I was disappointed that there wasn't more participation from the opposition parties in that process, but we're always accepting new information. We spoke to about 600 Albertans through the process. We had an online participation, and we did speak to the media. We spoke to municipalities and others, school boards, and I think that the information is still underway. We're compiling it, and the work is still continuing, Mr. Speaker, but I believe that we're delivering good results with the efforts that we put in.
Once again, this minister really doesn't know his portfolio. The opposition asked to be on your all-party committee and you refused. Given that the Deputy Premier was writing letters to Cabinet, which includes this Associate Minister, instructing how to interfere in the FOIP process, and given that the Deputy Premier gave direction to Cabinet how to avoid releasing information that had political or other reputational issues to the government, can the Associate Minister responsible for transparency stop the jibber-jabber and explain why the Deputy Premier was taking responsibility for FOIPs, which are in your ministry, and why you are not protecting the process? That's your job.
Speaker, I heard a comment about my participation in a committee. That's patently untrue. I don't know what she's talking about in that comment. What I can say about the FOIP process is that it has been effective. In the most recent statistics that I've been given, Mr. Speaker, we responded to more than 4,200 FOIP requests. 90% of those requests received by Alberta departments, agencies, boards and commissions were processed within 30 days. 96% were completed within 60 days. So the work that we've been undertaking to improve the FOIP process, as I've said, we've been undertaking a review of that. That work is continuing, and we expect to have that ready shortly, Mr. Speaker.
Final supplemental.
Hear no evil, see no evil. Given that this minister, the Associate Minister, was either aware of the Privacy Commissioner's serious concerns or the Associate Minister completely ignored them, and given that the Associate Minister, who is a member of Cabinet, did not once voice his concern and speak out and oppose this interference into the FOIP process, Minister, it is your job to know your FOIP legislation, to protect the integrity of it, and if you're not going to do that, Albertans want to know exactly what do you do?
Honourable Minister of Jobs, Skills, Labour and Trade.
The third creature should say no evil if she doesn't have a full grasp of the facts. Mr. Speaker, nothing could be furthest from the truth. The fact is that there is no interference with the FOIP process. Albertans, as the Minister has indicated, are receiving information in record time. A large volume of information is being requested, particularly by this opposition. However, I think this member, who should speak no evil, whatever the critter is, that we always use that signage for, would expect the minister to have the answers to her questions and know what it is she is asking about and know the information that is being released through FOIP. In order for that to happen, he needs to be briefed like any other cabinet minister. Accept it.
Thank you.